What is up, Retromaniacs? My name is Mike. His name's EP. His name's Joe. And we're not here to give you one. We're not here to give you two. We're here to give you 3 cards you need for your retro PC. For some reason, my card this week, I'm not sure how I didn't know these existed. I must have, and I must have forgotten. Because, it's been 23 years. But my card is the 2001 Topps Archive Reserve Derek Thomas.
Oh my.
This is a whole set that they put out that they were rookie card reprints. They go back to vintage players. They have Dan Marino. They have John Elway. They have Barry Sanders. They have Jim Brown, Walter Payton.
They have Warren Moon.
I
have the Warren Moon.
Yeah,
kids. I do.
And
absolutely.
But they're all done in a Topps Chrome refractor, and I don't know how I don't remember these cards, but they're fantastic.
He's stunned, shocked.
I'm flabbergasted.
Yes, that's
I want
beautiful late 90s, early 2000s refractor shine. And the card is probably like a $6 card. They're not terribly expensive. I think I got a Walter Payton too for like $15 or so. So I just a really cool card. And I found these and then I couldn't stop looking for cards to buy. I almost bought a Dan Marino jersey card one too. But yeah, that is my card just because they're gorgeous. They're not expensive, and I completely forgot about them.
So I have 3 Warren Moon's rookie cards in my collection. One is the PSA 9 up here, the actual one. Then I have the one EP gave me. I think that was from 2011.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have that one from, what'd you say it was, Mike? 2001?
2001, yeah.
Yeah. So I have all 3 of those. And I remember when I was trying to come up with a 3 card the one week, I'm like, oh, I should use that 2001 one. And I'm like, wait, I should probably use the actual rookie, even though it's not technically retro. So I used the actual rookie, I believe, that week. But yeah, that set's been on my radar. Really, really cool stuff. I love when they take old cards, put them on new stock, and give them 90 shine. I mean, check, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Definitely. Cards. When you held that up, I could see the refractor shine on it already. Like, it's tough to make that show up on the camera. So I can't imagine what it looks like in person. It's got to have some amazing shine to it. And then Derek Thomas, one of my favorite players from back in the day. But I mean, obviously, I'd be hunting down the Barry Sanders would be the one that I'd be hunting for out of that set. But I'm definitely going to look up some of those cards because that's amazing stuff.
Barry Sanders sitting on the bench with some 90 shine would look amazing.
Yeah.
To make that card a little more interesting than it is in real life. Yeah. I definitely like to pick up the Barry Sanders too. So, I mean, I think if you like football cards at all, these are a card you should pick up of a player that you like. Maybe you can't afford the Dan Marino rookie card. Get the refractor.
Yeah.
Especially if you grew up in the 90s. If you grew up in the 90s, get the refractor version of it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah. All righty, P. What do you have for us this week?
Well, speaking of Barry Sanders, you know it was coming. I got a Barry Sanders, but it's a 3-in-1 card. It's only one card, but it's like
Ken Griffey Jr. is in it somehow.
3 cards in one. This is 1995 Sport Flicks Barry Sanders. It's there you go. So you can see it there. He's just out past the hole, and then here he is making a Jets defender look good. So very, very cool. There's 2 of them, but then I don't know if you guys remember the backs of these cards, but this could have been an insert set from the 1990s. Got Barry on the bench in his Pro Bowl uniform. Just kind of a cool looking back of the card too. So just a really, really cool card. This is like a 99-cent card, 99 cents plus 99-cent shipping, $1.50 free shipping. Just, you can get it practically for free, but it's a really cool Barry Sanders card in my opinion. 2 different action shots of them. Very, very cool stuff.
What I heard was EP will give that to somebody if they ask, right?
Absolutely.
Just ask in the comments.
Go ahead. Comment below.
Go ahead.
Sportflix.
I probably have a couple of them. So
Sportflix were fantastic. When they came out in the 80s, first of all, they blew my mind. You guys might not be quite old enough to remember them. I don't know if you do or not, but they were kind of crazy. But then when they brought them, such a 90s thing to bring back, right? If there was one set to bring back and redo in the 90s, it was that. And so cool. I had a artist proof of, I think it might have been that same card at one
I
point.
wouldn't mind having the artist proof. There's only one listed on eBay. It's like $29, and I mean, I feel like it's probably overpriced, but I mean, they were pretty tough to pull. I believe the artist proofs, weren't they? They were.
Yeah, I think I sold mine for like 15 in my stack sale, but I felt like that was a really good price. I had traded for it, so I didn't have a whole lot into it. But yeah, I trying to comp them. I couldn't find the card because they just don't show up. They are rare. They're not worth what they probably should be, considering how rare they are. But yeah, Sportflix, big fan right here.
I have a Neil O'Donnell one, and I think his two actions, one, he's on the phone to the quarterback coach, and the other, I think he's throwing an interception. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how it works out. But
what was that guy's name for the Cowboys? Larry Brown?
Larry
Brown.
Yeah,
Larry Brown. He had 4 interceptions.
And then he got paid. He had 2 interceptions. One was a pick six, I believe. And then he got paid like a fiend the next year. And then everyone's like, oh, he's not as good when the quarterback's not throwing the ball directly to him because Andre Hastings ran the wrong route twice. He's not that good. Yeah, but he got his money. He got his money for sure.
They got to get it when you can. That's all. I know.
Right. Alvin Harper-esque right there with that contract. And he went to the Raiders, which is also not shocking. That's where he got all the
That's where everybody ended up eventually. Yeah. I was with the Raiders for a couple of years in the mid
2-3 years. Yeah. Great.
All right, Joe, wrap us up this week.
All right. I'm going back to 1994 Fleer Ultra. And I was wrong about this card. When I pulled this card out, I thought it was from its own Flair set. No, this was an insert in Fleer Ultra. Wave of the Future, Fleer Ultra Flair, Big Daddy, Dan Wilkinson. You don't have to get the Big Daddy card. This is the one I pulled out. This is the one, I think the most known one is the Marshall Faulk. But the sets, it's only 6 cards. It's got Trent Dilfer, Marshall Faulk, Greg Hill. How he made the list. Charles Johnson.
Greg Hill was in a lot of sets back then.
Yeah, he was. Charles Johnson, Heath Schuler, Congressman Heath Schuler, and Big Daddy Dan Wilkinson. Remember when he was supposed to be like the next great defensive lineman? Like he was it. He was it for the Bengals, and then he was shit for the Bengals, I guess. But these cards, they had a couple of Flair inserts in Fleer Ultra that year. It was Scoring Power, I believe, and it was the Wave of the Future. So I didn't know this until I started researching for this card. I just assumed Flair was always its own set, but it started off as an insert set in Fleer Ultra.
Well, Flair,
maybe a preview set.
There was Flair baseball started in 93. But I don't think they made the first football set till 95.
95 is correct. Yes.
So that's why they put the inserts in Ultra football. Yeah. Because the baseball were in the Flair set, the Wave of the Future and stuff like that. But I'm guessing because of the popularity of Flair at the time, they decided, well, we need to get some Flair in our Ultra, and people will buy that. So, yeah.
I ended up getting a couple of those cards in one of the NFL insert lots that I purchased a while back, and they're just really cool cards. I think I got the Heath Schuler, and again, there's nobody in there. Greg Hill, I think, were the two. Like, there's nobody really of note in that.
Marshall Faulk's probably the most valuable, and you can get his for like $2.
Right. And that one wasn't included in my lot, of course.
Right. And I should have known these weren't Flair because it's like a pretty standard thickness card. Like Flair were like, I mean, at the time. Yeah. Now, after opening up Fleer Ultra Wolverine, it's like nothing. It's like, well, that little piece of paper. But no, these were pretty cool inserts, and I thought I had the Falk one. I'll have to go through my PC, but as I was reorganizing the box from the card show, I came across that one. I'm like, I should use that for 3 cards because it was a really cool insert set. You got like maybe 2 or 3 a box though. So it didn't take you much to complete that 6-card set.
The 90s was notorious too for those young star kind of sets.
Oh, so many
like the rookie, like some kind of take on a rookie set with all different various names and stuff. But they all different kinds of sets that you look through some of the years and you're just like, there is nobody in here I want a card of.
Yeah, and I think like every Ultra set had like 3 or 4 of those sets as well.
Yeah,
like 3 or 4 of the rookies / hot prospect type sets. Like it was crazy.
Yeah. It was a big thing.
I thought you were going the direction when you started that sentence, Mike. I thought you were going to say a lot of 90 sets put like backdoor pilots of other sets in
Oh, yeah,
their
that-
sets.
oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
the
A lot of
flare
preview
thing,
stuff.
a lot
yes.
of preview
Mhm.
stuff. I was going through my stuff. I'm like, oh, I must have a bunch of 2000 Collector's Edge because I have these handful of cards. No, they were all preview cards from 1999 Collector's Edge. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, no Tom Brady in that, I guess.
All right. Well, hey, again, pat yourselves on the back.
3 for
Great
3.
job this week. 3
3
for
for 3.
3. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. I'll see you next week. Take care, guys.
See you, boys.
See ya.